wonderful display for you
Come
with your
yonder.
picture? Wait, when you sit here, I'm just like, I'm kind of in my feelings.
Why?
I mean, one of them could have had my picture on it, the Tariq's, Tavares.
I see y'all every week. This, this
Baby,
is about
this from my
guest.
feelings. I didn't ask you to justify. I'm just saying, you're going to come back, right? Because we're going to be talking about who made this wonderful display. But I know that she will come back.
Yes,
I'm
planning to invite her back later.
Uptown Candy.
Uptown Candy.
Before I take her to downtown, you hear me?
So before we go to break and listen to Tariq, let me give a quick shout out to my cousin in Louisiana, Crystal Doucette. She just had a baby girl today.
Oh, bless your heart.
Congratulations.
I wonder if it looked like the old Lil Kim.
Nothing like Lil Kim.
Okay.
That's a real Jersey quarter.
She yellow? She's part of the family. Oh, y'all yellow. All right. There's no me's in your family?
We got different shades. It's a whole
I said
variety.
me's, darky.
Yeah, the whole variety.
But mainly it's yellow.
Mainly it's a variety.
Like potato chips, the variety pack.
Shut up, yellow.
Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy Tariq Combs, Shower of Love. We will take a quick break, and when we come back, you will be listening to Queensley Felix.
He forgot.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Hope you're enjoying the show up to this point. We are back, and we are ready to begin the interview with the one and only Queensley Felix.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Y'all can clap.
What's going on? What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm blessed. I can't complain about anything.
Okay, so Queensley, for the audience who's tuning in now who may not be familiar with you, tell them who you are and where you come from.
Well, I can say that I am Houstonian by way of Atlanta, Georgia. I grew up shortly there in my adolescent years. But I would say that my current claim to fame, I guess you could say, would be Houston Beauty, which is a show, about me going through beauty school, and they kind of just documented it. So that's that. But before that, I was actually on Sunday's Best. Me and Fire shared the BET stage together. So that was my first thing that I really did, was putting myself out there. In 2007, I was on the very first season. I made top 10. So, singing has always been my thing. Reality TV just came because I have this personality, I guess.
Okay. Now, speaking of personality in Houston Beauty,
right?
When I watched Houston Beauty, you entered the building strong with personality and sense of self.
I entered the building like Queensley.
Okay.
We entered the building.
And you know what? And that's good you did that. I'm glad, and I normally don't watch series and stuff like that, but I watched it, and it's good that you didn't change who you were. And a lot of people were trying to make you change so you can fit into a place where, I guess, for you to fit in. But that's good that you did. You stood your ground.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to fit in with anybody because God didn't make me like you. So if I'm living my life trying to be like you, I'm failing because I'm not going to meet my potential because you have nothing to do with me. So when I went into that situation, trying to get the best out of that Queensley could. I wasn't worried about Miss J. I wasn't worried about the rest of the students, but the thing was, they didn't understand that I came with the same struggle that they all shared in that room. I just look different. I don't wear my struggles like you do. You know what I mean? So instead of them embracing me, it was like, who she thinks she is? She got on a Louis. I mean, what is this? So I took it with a grain of salt because I'm not changing.
Right, exactly. And I observed exactly what you just stated. I mean, when you first came on, I felt everything that you just said, and I never had an issue with anything that I saw from you on that show.
Thank you.
At all.
Thank you.
And I felt like from the beginning, people met you with disapproval. And throughout the course of the series, I saw people intentionally going out of their way to try to harm you.
That was wrong. that was done and wrong, and it was making me mad. I had to cut it off, especially the episode with Corey threw that hay or whatever he threw.
That wasn't hay and it wasn't dirt, that was sheep boo-boo. That's what he threw at me.
That was even worse.
Yeah.
So that's wrong. You were doing what you do. You just said, I ain't touching that.
Yeah.
And you weren't bothering nobody.
I don't think I did. I honestly wouldn't change anything about that experience, because if you watch closely, when I went into that school, I was all smiles. I'm, hi everybody, you know, I'm being myself. I'm very positive. I'm a people person. I love people and I love positivity. And I think that it's all about energy. If I'm giving you positive energy and you're giving me negative energy, that has nothing to do with me.
Exactly.
That's something going on with you. But don't expect me to scoop to your level, because that ain't happening. If you, I'm gonna stay fabulous, because that's just how I roll. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna stay in my mode, and I'm gonna let you do you.
So what was the process like? How did you end up on the show? Was it just because you were enrolled at the school at the time, or?
Okay, so this is what happened. They put out, like, you know, who wants to go to beauty school? And I always, like, you know, I've been into hair, I've been into makeup all my life. It's something that I have a natural knack for. And Franklin came up, and I was like, Franklin. And then my mother was like, yeah, you should go to Franklin. Beyonce mama went to Franklin, and this, and this. And I was like, okay. Well, when I went to enroll, there was no problems. No cameras was there, nothing even started yet. You know what I'm saying? And then a couple weeks later, here you come with some cameras, and everybody's different. So they actually played it like it was my first day, because that's how TV is. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? Like, our show was real, but like the first 3-4 months was real. And then after that, they was like, well, we saw that you and Mia did this. We see an opportunity to build a storyline. And so they built around that. So me walking into that school, that was not my first day.
Right, exactly. Because that's one of the things that I did appreciate about the show. You and Mia's relationship.
That's very real.
You know. Mm-hmm. So are you still in contact with Mia?
Me and Mia, we speak. I mean, right now we're on 2 different roads, and we're gathering ourselves. We're trying to figure out what we're gonna do, because we didn't really get a good hand. We was not dealt a good hand with the own situation. Like, we didn't know what we were supposed to get. People weren't paid, and we were supposed, you know, it was a lot of stuff that happened. So after the show, you know, she packed up and went to Atlanta. You know, we still talk and keep in touch, but it's not like it used to be, because she's not here.
Right.
Okay. And I'm still here in the city. I'm trying to make it work at home before I just decide to go somewhere else. Because for me, I feel like the show is called Houston Beauty for a reason. And I'm from Houston. So I don't want to leave my home base because I didn't get what I wanted to get from the experience. I'd rather just stay here and grind it out.
Work it out. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay, so like I said, I did appreciate that, because I could tell it was a genuine friendship.
Definitely, that's my sister.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Let me ask you this.
Sure.
What do you think about the music scene here in Houston compared to Atlanta?
Oh, man, I really feel like Houston doesn't have a music scene. I really feel like we don't have an industry for anything. We don't have an art industry. We don't have a music industry. And the music that we do have, I feel like it's very cliquish. Like, you have to kind of like, you gotta kind of like kiss a lot of booty to get in. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't want to do that. Like, I would rather let my talent speak for itself. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, I'm just gonna say that, because I love my city, and Fire has looked out. I've been knowing Fire, man, I can't even say maybe 10 years. I've been knowing you for like 10 years. And like, what's crazy is just before I did Houston Beauty, you brought me on a showcase.
Headlining.
Yeah, I headlined the showcase, and I did a few cuts, and I was on the stool. I had my lighting and everything. I felt like a star. And yeah, like a couple weeks later, I was on the show.
Right. The thing that a lot of people don't know about Queensley is something of testament when you are good. And in a city that is cliquish, and I can say this from personal, because we know where we come from.
Yes, definitely.
When you're too good, people push you away. Okay? When you're too good, and when you just step on the scene without you being arrogant, and without you being like this thing, you just come up with your confidence and talent, they will push you away. And I can attest to Queensley. I don't play the click thing. I mean, everybody click, but I don't play that.
You know, everybody knows you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But the thing is, I don't forget people. Yeah. And I can remember being in situations where Queensley was supposed to be on some of the hottest records.
Removed. You hear me?
Removed.
Removed.
Are you serious?
I've been removed from records that
And
I've
when-
smashed.
I'm telling you,
Here in
because a lot of
Houston.
y'all, yeah, I own a station and things like that, but I'm also an artist. Actually, a 2-time charting Billboard artist.
Get it.
So when, you know, we would be in situations, or I'd be around people that are saying, I need an R&B singer, I need this and that, I'd be like, Queensley. You know what I'm saying? And then they'd be like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's she, yeah. And then it'd be like, she ain't on the record. Queensley will come and lay her vocals and stuff
And
like
they won't
that.
use it.
And
You know what I think, not to cut you off, Mike, but
It's
I
okay.
really think that at one time that really hurt my feelings.
I believe
And I
so.
recluse. Like I stopped going to like events and venues. I still don't go out like that. Unless I really rock with you, I'm not patronizing your event. I'm
Right.
sorry. Because you don't associate with me. I'm not gonna lend the little name I do have, you know what I'm saying, humbly speaking, to come
Right.
in. I'm not doing that. But like I just feel like you said, humbly speaking, when you're too good, I feel like people block you.
Right.
But in my mind, at that time I didn't understand it, but now I get it, that a record could be played with 5 people on it.
Right.
But one person may stand out and might get that deal without the
Right.
rest of them. And